Hello, this is the Scrum Bags project interface overview, and today we're going to be looking at our, our user stories that are done and how we implemented those into our working project. So the first user story that we looked into was registering a new user in order to be eligible to log in to our application. So in order to log in, you always need to register. So as soon as you open up our application, you'll see the following interface. So that's just a regular menu asking for a username and the password. So in order for you to type in that, we're going to have to hit register and create a new user. So first thing it's asking us is a username with that's a username that's an email. So we're going to create a really quick test one. So hit test 4. We have a lot of test ones, so I'm pretty sure this one is available right now. So also, if the username doesn't have an @ sign, it'll pop up an error message saying the username is not valid because it has to be a valid email. So therefore, I'm gonna hit add. So next thing we're gonna need is the first name and the last name of the user. Now those are not required, but if those are typed in, they will help the search engines we have going on later on for users to search other users a lot easier for that, such as the Scrum Master looking for a user. So we're gonna type in test 4 as well. Test 4. That is 100% fine. So next thing we're gonna need is a password. So we can type in really short passwords at the moment, as we do not have password strength estimates. So therefore, they're not required. I mean, the passwords do not require to be long, but it may be something we are looking into implementing later on. So next thing you can do is you can select roles, such as developer, Scrum Master, Project Owner. We're just going to select them all to have full permissions for our later on interface, basically. So also, if your passwords are just do not match, and you hit register, it'll pop a message saying passwords do not match. So also, if you do not select any roles and hit register, it'll say no role selected. So you need to actually be participating, wanting to do something in order to register, obviously. And next thing you can do is just select your skill set. So whenever a Scrum Master is looking for a certain user, he can see that, oh, if somebody is good in Java, he can it'll make it easier of a selection for a new user for the Scrum sprints. But okay, so after we register, we can have a quick test here to see if we're okay to go on ahead. So password 123, and we hit login. So first thing that you're going to see is the project list. So if we go back to our user stories that we've done, so we've enabled a user to select roles when registering. So basically he can get assigned for stuff that he's good at, he wants to do, sorry. And we have the login interface created. So next thing that we focused was displaying the assigned projects and showing the assigned tasks for each user. So if we go back to our interface, you can see there's no projects available for that user because this is a fresh new user. He's not assigned to any project just yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit new project, and we're going to create a new project. At the moment we're the project manager, so we're going to hit test, basically create a project name. Now the thing with our project names is they're unique to the user. They're not unique to the whole database. So two users can create the same project with the same project name, but the same user cannot have cannot create two projects with the same name. So that is a validation that we were thinking of for a while, and it is optimal for a global application. So you can type in a random description. I'm just going to type in random letters, and we can select a start date and select the end date. We can also type those in ourselves. And if you say your end dates, we have a lot of validations going on. So if you have your end date is before the start date, it'll say wrong day. If it's before the month, it's wrong month. So we have a lot of validations going on to make sure that the user gets the correct date. So the project owner name, we're gonna basically, since we're creating the project, a new project, we're going to have to assign a project owner. So we're just going to quickly assign ourselves. So you can search for a user via their name, as mentioned earlier, or you have to type in their full email. So just to make it quick, we're gonna look for test 4, which we registered on earlier on. So that is it there, and we hit submit. So it says something's missing. So at the moment, if we take a look, everything seems to be fine, and we have verified. Please fill in the required details. Oh, okay. So apparently there probably is. Yes. Okay. Okay. I see. So yes, that is a bug that we did encounter. So we did. There's a bug where it's meant to be unique to every user, but apparently it's not, and we're sometimes very not very frequently it doesn't work, and we're trying our best to fix that. So I do apologize for that. But as soon as you create a new project, you'll see the project on all the details. You can edit. The edit is not functional just yet. It's something that's going to be functional in Sprint 2, but it is there and it is working. Also, the delete function, you can delete and it'll pop up a window. At the moment, we do not want to delete. There's a filter option. It's not functional just yet as well, so you will be able to filter all your projects. So at the moment, we can double click our project, or we can hit open to open it up. So I'm just going to double click it, and there it is. So once you're the project manager, you can see the following interface. That is the project backlog, and you can see the list of sprints within the project. So as a project owner, I can create a new Scrum Master interface. I can create a new Scrum Master, assign a Scrum Master. So I'm just going to quickly assign myself. And yes, and there it is. So at the moment, we haven't created a Scrum Master interface, which we're going to be doing in Sprint 2. You can also create new stories. So I'm going to hit test 2, type anything in, and we have priorities, so you can prioritize which one's more important by yourself. And we have the time estimate. So let's just say that is 2 hours. And then you can start creating new sprints as a project owner. So we're just going to type in any gibberish, select dates. We have not put in validations for the following dates, and that is something we're going to be doing for the Sprint 2. So, there you can see we have added our sprint. So next thing we're going to be doing in Sprint 2 is creating the interface of dragging the user stories into the sprints. So, and in order to make it fully functional. So at the moment, this is how much we have covered. Also, I'm just going to, before I close this off, I'm going to show you how should fully experience the user, if you want to use that term, how his interface should look. So I'm going to hit log in here as a guest. This is a user that's obviously already been doing quite a lot. As you can see, he's led to a lot of projects. So if you're a project manager and not the project owner, if you sign somebody else as a project owner, you cannot create new sprint schedules. You have permissions, and you cannot create new user stories. So there's a lot of permissions going on. So yeah, that is how our project interface looks like. And there are minimal bugs. There's another bug I like to identify. So if we do test and add test, but do it without .com, it will work. So that's another bug that we have identified, and we are going to fix it. So thank you very much for your attention. This has been Scrum Masters, and thank you very much for listening.